Hey, what's up, y'all? My name is Use Manalo. In this video, man, these shoes are beat. Damn. So I did a lot to them: repaint, mental swap, tongue whitening, this, that, and the third, everything. So hope you guys enjoy. Make sure to click that subscribe button. Make me to 1 milli, please. 1 milli. Nah, that don't matter. But make sure to like this video for the YouTube algorithm. Let's do it. All right, y'all. Take care. God bless. Yee. Yo, I may or may not have sprinkled a little bit more mud for your entertainment purposes only, but the shoes are still kind of very f***ed up. Alright, I'm gonna use a hose to pressure wash all of this mud into quickness. I just want that heavy dirt gone as fast as possible. Now I'm gonna use Rejuvenator with the soft bristle brush and the medium bristle brush to clean off any of the excess dirt that's still on the upper leather and on the tongue. I got this Casamigo shot glass that I'm gonna put the Rejuvenator in just because I can't find anything else. For the upper leather that's soiled with dirt, I'm gonna use a medium bristle brush just to agitate the dirt and gunk that is stuck in the grain of the leather. If I just use a soft bristle brush, it's not gonna get all the dirt out, especially the dirt that's stuck in between the stitching. You just wanna wipe as you go like a baby's bottom. Now you can see how much the medium bristled brush put in the work. Any other discoloration you see on the leather will be fixed by a repaint. I'm not gonna lie, the tongue was the hardest to clean. No matter how many times I washed it, no matter how many times I brushed it or put it in the washing machine, the stains just didn't want to go away. It's like, bro, like you're not even paying rent. Like, chill. Now I'm about to put them in the washing machine inside these bags, which is very crucial. You can't just toss some shoes in the washer. These help protect the leather material and any plastic parts that you may have on the shoes. I'm gonna add 2 shots of the sneaker laundry detergent, which is equivalent to 2 of the pods, which is the updated version of the laundry detergent. You don't get the liquid form anymore. They're in pod form, so don't eat them, please. If you guys want to purchase Rejuvenator sneaker cleaning products, the link will be down in the description below. Oh, bro, this gets me so mad how the stains won't come out. You can see like the red stains from the red laces, and then the other shoe had like the black laces on, so that stained the tongue even more. I'm like, damn, bro, this is like low-key frustrating. So my secret weapon to remove these stains on the Jordan 1 tongue, I haven't tested it out on any other shoe yet, but the Jordan 1 tongue is bleach. So I'm applying the solution on the paintbrush, and I'm leaving them out on the sun to whiten them. And I'm very careful not to leak it on the black part of the shoe. Lord, I pray you take away the demons that's in his tongue. Let the Lord shine through, Lord. Lord. Can I get a hallelujah, baby girl? Huh? Did I tell you or did I tell you, bro? That shit worked hella good. It took off the stains off completely, made them a whole lot whiter. I think as white as factory, if I do say so myself. And we just needed a little bit of prayer. So now we're going to prep the soles by sole swapping them. They're pretty worn out. You can see that the red is no longer there on the heel, a lot of heel drag. So we're gonna replace them with some fresh new rubber soles, baby. Okay, damn Gina, you looking good. Okay. Alright, so first things first, we're gonna have to remove, before we swap it and everything, we're gonna have to remove all of that black, like I think it's from like the leather, the black material from the donor shoe. We're just gonna use a Dremel tool because if we don't, it's gonna affect our reglue. AKA it will not bond as great. AKA you'll have separations. AKA stop being lazy. So the bit I'm using is an 80 grit sandpaper, which is perfect for removing any particles you don't want on your rubber sole and on your upper leather material. Now I'm using cotton balls and acetone to clean up the surface on the rubber sole, just so our reglue process won't have any factors that'll affect it. Now the adhesive that I'm using is Barge Cement Super Stick. It does the job pretty great, you know, get your shoes done. It's way better than shoe glue or any type of glue that you can get at Walmart or Michael's. This is something you have to special order on eBay. So that's where I get mine. I get mine off of eBay. Barge Cement does have a lot of different types of glues. If you go to a shoe repair shop and they have, or a hardware store, they will have Barge Cement, but it will be the all-purpose brand, which is not as good either, just because it doesn't stick as well and it comes out yellow. Now we just taped up the shoes just so we don't want any glue where it's not supposed to be. So we have nice crisp lines, baby. Oh, this is my favorite part right here. Oh, yeah. Now if you're using a paintbrush, you just want to stroke it gently. You don't want to be too rough or it might go all over, right? Just be gentle with it. Now instead of a shoe tree, I'm going to put in a shoe last, which is what the shoes are made of. It'll reshape the toe box and it'll just, you know, just give the shoe back its proper shape as much as possible because they're just so beat. But first things first, we have to swap the soles, so I'm gonna just reactivate the glue that we've applied on both the soles and the leather material upper by using heat. This is pretty hard just because I've never done this before, but it did take a little finagling just to get the soles on, and they came on pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. So after we glued it, I always stress test the leather or anything that I reglue just to make sure that the bond is solid. If it does separate for whatever reason, I mean, it's not a big deal, it happens a lot. Maybe I didn't put enough glue, maybe I didn't prep it as well as I thought I did. I just go back to that area and just redo the same steps until it bonds as well as I want it to. So I'm just gonna re-Dremel the rubber sole and the upper leather material, you know what I mean, just to remove the glue that I applied and also maybe something that I missed. And then I'm just gonna use cotton balls and acetone just to clean up the area and then just redo the steps. Apply my glue, wait 30 minutes, 1 hour, or however long. I usually never wait longer than 3 hours. And then I reheat it and then bond it together. Alright, so after heating up the adhesive, we're just gonna clamp them together. And then after this, it should be solid. Alright, so now we're gonna decrease the toe box. I usually put on a little bit of water on the toe box and then more water on the cloth that I'm using. I don't use towels. I use something smooth like a t-shirt or what's it called? Like a pillowcase. Because those long fibers on a towel, if you put a lot of heat on it on top of your leather, it'll imprint that design on your leather. So you want to use something smooth so you don't, you know, fuck up the leather. Alright, now we're gonna do a quick color match on the red. So I usually lay my base coat on the actual leather to see where I'm at, and you know, just tweak a little bit. Right now I think I need to add a little bit of a pink hue to it, so I added the color infrared. And now I need to tone it down and mute the color, so I added white. And I think we got a winner here. Like, it matches pretty well. I just needed to tweak it a little bit more by adding a little bit of the autumn red, and it looks pretty fire to me. Man, you could really see how damaged the leather is just from how scuffed the white leather is, the red leather, and the black leather. So by doing this repaint, we're gonna eliminate all of those damages to make them look as good as new. We're gonna start prepping the upper leather by using cotton balls and acetone to remove the top varnish that is protecting the paint on the original color. So we're just removing that and any impurities and dirt that's still embedded in the leather hello anglais, that we missed during our cleaning setup. So we're gonna use 1000 grit sandpaper to smooth out the leather since they are pretty scuffed up from heavy use and heavy wear. This will help out smooth out the leather, making it more factory. So any heavy scuffs that are on the leather will be smoothed out by the sandpaper, so it'll be less noticeable. Depending on how deep the scuff is, you may not be able to remove it 100%, but at least it won't be as noticeable. And please be careful around the stitching. You don't want to fray the stitching because using sandpaper on the fabric stitching, you'll do some damage. Now, one trick that I found super helpful to this day is by painting the base coat pink. And shout out to Vic Almighty from Rejuvenated for this trick, because this has been a lifesaver. By going with pink as your base coat instead of white, you're reducing the amount of red coats that you'll have to put on as you paint. So this is just to save a few steps, but you'll still get the same amazing results. And this only works if you're repainting on top of red leather. You can see how heavily the shoes were worn by the cracking on the white leather. And it's fine if some of the paints get on the parts where it's not supposed to, like the white or the black, because that could always be removed by cotton balls and acetone, and it could be painted over, so it's not that big of a deal at this step. Alright, so now we're gonna start adding our red top coat. This has nothing to do with shoes, but if you're ever in the Bay Area and you find yourself at a Tasty, which is a boba shop, it's called Taste Tea, get the horchata milk tea. It's fire, you won't regret it. It's not like authentic horchata, but it's still fire. So I got this cheap airbrush setup because my original one broke. Damn, I can't talk today, man. And you can get this at Harbor Freight for $80. So if you're a beginner and you want to try airbrushing, you should, try this out. I get more of a clean factory look with an airbrush. I could have used a hand brush for the white paint, but I really just wanted to hone in on making it look as factory as possible. That's why I wanted to use an airbrush. And sometimes some colors take way more coats than others. Like for purple or yellow, it takes too many coats for me, about like 15 coats just to make it solid. Opposed to black or any dominant colors, it takes me about 2 to 3 coats. That's why if you use an airbrush, you'll get the results you want a lot faster. Now the last step in painting is just to touch up all of the black areas. Sorry, my hand's a little dry skin, from using holding a lot of dumbbells and doing deadlifts and just all that dumb shit. I probably should start using some lotion like Lubriderm or something before I start recording for the for the aesthetics. Yeah. Some of the red paint did get on the Wings logo, so I'm using a Q-tip and rubbing alcohol just to remove it. It's not gonna affect the Wings logo since there is a protective coating on it, so I'm just lightly hovering over it with a Q-tip to remove any excess paint that did get on the Wings logo. Now this detail is so minuscule, I feel like people don't even notice it, but the thread over the red swoosh is black, so I'm just gonna paint it black again as it should be, because I did go over it with some red paint. Alright, let me see really quick to see if our prep work was all worth it. and see if any paint bled through. Yeah, it looks pretty good. At the top, nothing really bled through. Just I think from the airbrush, it kind of leaked through. It wasn't really that tight with the blue painter's tape, so we'll just take care of it with some, you know, acetone and cotton balls. Now I got too excited. I should have just applied the matte finisher while the tape was all over the rubber sole, but you know, it won't hurt the rubber sole at all. So I'm using a matte varnish to protect the paint and just to matte out the paint as well. If you guys want to be mentored or watch detailed videos on how to restore, more detail than what I put on this YouTube channel, go to my Patreon down in the description below. And you can message me with any questions that you have pertaining to your restorations. Alright you guys, that's it for this video. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you have not already. A little, you know, quick reminder. And I hope you guys take care and God bless. Yee! Yeah, I'm a little chunky, got that cover way, you feel me? But I'm about to lose it off of summer.